For the first installment of Share Playing World of Warships Legends here on my YouTube channel at Warship Legend. Good evening, and let's have some fun here. I just upgraded my Bismarck with this enhanced battery targeting system. Gives me a total range of just under 20 kilometers. I doubt we'll need that. The caveat here is that we're playing in standard, of course, with Franz von Hipper, one of my top commanders, Legend 2, all the way up level 16. That will give us a nice range. And let's have some fun, like I said. My beautiful Bismarck. And let's see how it goes. Okay. Hopefully everything comes in clear and concise. This might be a little bit of a test pattern to see how this goes. So bear with me as we try for some luck and some good fortune here here on my YouTube channel. This is World of Warships Legends, playing in standard as the one and only KMS Bismarck. Okay, the Atlantic. Capture the base. Should be an interesting map. Should be a little bit less open ranged. Should be some nooks and crannies we can hide in here, I think. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, lots of nooks and crannies. Got a Conqueror, Kurfürst, Tirpitz, Jean-Bart, Alaska. Alright. I think we're gonna try to go port side, hard left with armor piercing. Hopefully I get some assistance here with this Yamato. As you can see in the top left, I have basically unparalleled range, so I shouldn't have to work too hard. My hope is that I can get tucked away here and hide kind of in those series of islands there. It should be interesting with your mixed variety of cruisers and battleships and destroyers. Nothing too much of a range with destroyers. There's a Conqueror right there. We're not going to go after that. We're going to try to focus on cruisers and maybe destroyers if we're lucky. With this secondary battery build with von Hipper, I pretty much am scary to any destroyer that's already launched their torpedoes. I'm going to fire at the Tirpitz, full salvo. We're going away from him, so should deflect a lot of the shells. One shell didn't do too much damage at all, it bounced right off. I'm using armor piercing, of course. Tirpitz is going to try to turn right around here. I don't really want to piss off the Conqueror, but if I have to, I will. There he is. Tirpitz is broadside. Then we're going to turn back. Try to get a nice deflection. Onset shells. Hits to the Citadel. I mean, he was asking for that kind of pain, so. As you can see, I'm rushing the edge of the map here. He's probably banking that I'm going to have to turn broadside. We'll see. Okay. Good job. Conqueror's facing some big problems. I don't know if his guns are pointed at me, but I know at any case there's a good chance I could deflect some. So we're basically parking it here, angled for as much deflection, keeping in mind that there could be a destroyer. As we just saw, there's Russian the outside of the map here. That could prove problematic. He hasn't seen me yet, but I'm a little scared. And I don't know if I want to fire at him, but I think I'm gonna take advantage of his broadside just sitting there and camping. So, well, they did some pretty good damage against him for a destroyer. And in preparation, I'm kind of... Oh, I'm not alone. There's a Udachi and a Yamato. So far, only 8 hits. I might be posing a problem with myself, not giving myself flexibility, so I'm actually going to try to get myself positioned to make some maneuverable changes. Of course, the Bismarck is not turning on a dime, and I'm going to turn on my sonar just in case. And hopefully I can flush him out and not get hit by torpedoes. We'll see. It doesn't seem like he's concerned with me. We'll let him pick on the other guys here. No, I don't have to worry about that now. We're just going to let our concealment pay for ourselves. Keep in mind this is not a domination map. There are going to be some enemies in the base there, and I do not want to expose myself too much. I think I'm going to go right where the Yamato is, and Udachi. There's a Baltimore up there, and there is a Cleveland up there, and we know there's a battleship hiding somewhere. One battleship left. So that's actually really good news. It's Jean Bart. We see him now, and I want to wait for this Baltimore to turn broadside. This should prove interesting. See if the shells actually hit. I have a long arc range. They all missed. Nobody sees me yet. I'm pretty much my range is unparalleled to, you know, most ships. And I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I'm hoping to get nestled up right, to give myself some cover. Because the John Bart can't see me yet. He sees me now. I'm gonna turn a little bit more so I'm not so broadside with him. Jean Bart basically is a bow tank with those huge quad guns. He's gonna fire at me. I'm not an expert on what the gun size he has, but I think he's one of the big 7. He should have 16-inch guns. I'm gonna use high explosive now because I know who. Oh, shoot, he is going broadside to me. But I'm also paying attention to if there is a cruiser or destroyer out there. I'm weighing in the odds and banking that they're probably going to pop out of the woodwork here in a minute here to wreak havoc on me, or try to. So I'm gonna... Oh, there's a Cleveland. There is an Alaska. Not too worried about the Alaska. But I should get poised to move around here a bit more. The John Bard is chasing our destroyer. Technically, we should probably offer some support, but that's going to be a dangerous thing to do without any covering protection. This Cleveland's proving elusive, which is something I'm concerned about. I'm going to use my health pack and get some health. Brings me almost to full health by the time this finishes up here. We're losing on the point system. That's concerning. I'm hoping I'll still protect myself from the torpedoes. But we did lose our destroyer, and none of my cruisers are helping me out here. So I'm gonna be poised to make a quick decision here. I feel like it's gonna be an uphill battle here. The John Bart is gonna deliver some punches to me. I'm gonna fire my secondaries. Pick on the weaker of the four. I like how they didn't give me the kill. Apparently the Udachis did some damage here. And now the Cleveland decides to pick on me, as I expected somebody to pick on me. They're not being very forgiving with the hits. I feel like I'm getting robbed here. There we go. Not going to do any significant damage. Cleveland is being a bitch. Alright. I'm going to let that fire go. Now I imagine the destroyers camping out here, and I'm going to be forced to make a broadside turn in a minute here. They are toasting me alive here. But what can you do? It's not like and there comes torpedoes. Completely out of the blue. One of the things I can't stand about the fact of the matter that I can't even detect destroyers whatsoever. So I lost the battle, but I had to be one of the top contributors. Not even the top contributors, actually, but definitely not the worst, and definitely not the best. And, you know, made a little bit of money. You know, I can't complain about that. Doing some decent XP-wise progression here. Got other things to work on besides the Bismarck. One of them being the Japanese. And let's see what we're gonna play with here. Well, I think I'm gonna choose. I think I'm gonna choose the Russians here. Short-range torpedoes, but a decent plethora of quintuplets at your disposal. Much more than the French can say with a La Gallienne en Air, which only has doubles. And I don't think I need to tell you that the doubles fork in the water, and you have a very little to no chance of hitting anything, let alone a ship. We'll take the Butane out and try to use some island cover to our advantage. Alright. Domination.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Cruisers, battleships, and destroyers, oh my. I'm going to stick with armor piercing until I see a cruiser. I got the range with Kuzuna. Gonna stick with somebody that knows what they're doing. Might be the Pensacola, just because it's right by me, or he may be a potato. So, and I'm not waiting around for him. So, I got radar, I got sonar. So between the two, I should be able to detect a destroyer, hopefully before it's too late, and maybe get some Hail Marys with my torpedoes at only 4-kilometer range. Gotta meet up with these people over here who seem to be minorly active potatoes. Strength in numbers, so we'll stay with these guys. Bonane is a bow heavy cruiser. I don't really want to expose my rear end and have my rudder jammed, so we'll do a quick turnaround here. Slow it down so there's no rush.
Requesting support.
Yeah, I see ya. They seem to be taking the direct approach, and I'm going to take advantage of this smoke screen that so nicely was placed in front of me. I'm going to park it right here. Let's see.
We've been spotted.
We'll just kind of take our time. See what shows up, if anything. It seems like A and C are the points for the enemy. There's a New Orleans. I think I'm gonna... Oh, I wish I could. There it is. I'm gonna use advantage of our fast reloader. Something not known as a trait in the Pensacola class cruisers. Take advantage of our fairly fast reload time. And he's basically dead to the water, dead in the water, with a full broadside, completely visible. And I'm just shelling him with armor-piercing rounds. Everybody is. I can almost get 3 to his 1 on shots fired. Oh, I ran out of smoke. They see me now. That's okay. Yeah, my idea is that we threaten the enemy by pushing up here. Stay in a group here. Let that destroyer pass. The Belfast is poised nicely. And there's an Icarus there. Launch my sonar. And just to keep him... Oh, he's going right away. He knows he's in trouble. So as soon as I see him turn... kind of just keeping pressure on him. My real threat is the Warspite over here. Gonna switch to armor piercing, and now we're actually gonna try to back up a little bit. I really don't want to face the Warspite broadside. No sense of getting close to the Warspite. Not at this range. I'd like to keep it a distant fight here, knowing that he basically has to make up his mind who he wants to face. He can't pick us all up. Gonna wait. Oh, here's a cruiser. This is a problem because now I gotta worry about being flanked and torpedoed, and I don't like this at all. That means there's a destroyer escort with a Pensacola. God help them. Turn this way because don't want to get shelled out of water. Turn my radar on. Doing okay. Those shells hurt, but I'll take my candy and run here. That's gonna be a pretty much death sentence for me. 58 main gun hits, 1 citadel and 2 set on fire. Wasn't the best fight. I guess I kind of expected the cruiser to hang up there in no man's land. They were kind of a wolf pack. So I guess it was okay. You can't complain. Every little bit counts. And let's check what I'm doing here. Not worried about that. Not worried about that either. I gotta earn credits. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what we have here. Take this on here. 5, 6. Okay, let's see, we're gonna take like an heavy out. See how she does. Russians are not the easiest ships to play with their limited torpedo range, as you have already known. Try this out. Okay. Domination. We're right in front of C. Izzy, Mutsu, Nelson, handful of cruisers and 2 destroyers. And we have more divisions on our team, more people in the division on our team rather. I think I'm gonna play the advantage of stealth and survivability with this ship. So no direct approach. I'm actually gonna go away into no man's land because I really don't feel like getting blasted out of the water first things first, so gonna go around the world and then go in between the islands here. Let my teammates know. Nuremberg can capture the base if he wants to. I don't really want to go like that. I think it will be a disadvantage to the team if I get blasted out of the water without any support. So I'm gonna go around the world here. My guess is this also maybe a strategy everybody else is gonna use. But as you see, there's already somebody inside C capturing it. C was closer to the enemy team anyway, so that was a disadvantage. But I'm hoping we can flank them and take them by surprise. We'll see. Okay, there's an Ismail now. I don't plan to attack it, even though I have the range of my guns if I came across this island. I'm gonna get up into sea. My other option, depending on how it is, and they're saying they're not gonna do this now, so you know what? That might be what they were expecting. I don't know. I'm gonna make my decision. I don't like the fact I would be going blindly into smoke. I'm gonna fire my guns and get the heck out of there. I'm gonna distract the Mayoko a little bit. And the Ismail seems to be pushing up a bit. It's the closest battleship. I'd like to contribute to the battle by taking it out with my torpedoes. But I'm in no rush. No rush at all. And anyhow, unless he oh, look at that, I stand corrected. He is backing the frig up. So we're gonna, generally speaking, I wouldn't do this. He's being smarter than I normally would expect him to be. And they do hit. I'm gonna actually put smoke on. Even though I did have turbo launch, that didn't go so well. I got 40 seconds, and he doesn't know where I am, so that's a lot better than I thought it would be. What's my detectability in smoke? 2.6. I'm actually not going to even stay in the smoke. I'm going to bank that he thinks I'm actually in the smoke still and try to get around the corner here. Someone tells me he's not falling for that at all. He has a destroyer escort. That might be problematic. He's actually out of my range here. He's playing the disadvantage of that, so I don't know. Like, we'll see. We're gonna veer away from this Fiboki and do a loop-de-loop. There ain't no way I'm gonna get another shot off, I don't think. Oh well. Huh. Stand corrected. I actually did hit something. Well, 12 main gun hits, 2 torpedo hits. Not what I expected to do, but not terrible. Let's see how I was doing here. Victory in the Butin. I made some money. How are we doing with campaigns and missions? Daily boost is done. Still working on the endurance trials. Okay, let's see what treats we got. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think we'll take this out. Take out the Jervis. We need to put some XP on that board there. I'm gonna fill buying on the helm. I'm gonna worry about back in stock instead. The British is kind of a difficult tier to play with their limited range of the torpedo launchers tubes. You gotta be full broadside in this thing, and it's kind of very dangerous. So it's definitely not a park and wait ship. It's definitely a passing by, launch them, and be out of the way. So we'll see how we do. The only other bad thing about the ship is that it's not set up to be a passerby ship because the most of the guns are in the bow. So go figure. We'll see how we do. Ideally, if I play it right, I shouldn't have to worry about firing my main guns unless it's against a destroyer. Thank you for viewing this. By the way, I appreciate it. I'm getting the game to load here.
Oh, I was right there, dude.
A, B, and C. This is a destroyer heavy map.
I will. I'm waiting for Pops to stop shooting so I can grab some.
Gonna go for C.
Action stations. Viel Glück allen. Viel
Okay, C's coming into range here. Nobody's showing up on the map, but that means nothing, obviously, in this game. Let's see if we can try to push up here. At least I have sonar. I'm not alone. There's a Fuboki. You gotta know the enemy team is gonna be around here. I'm hoping to get right over here. Offer myself some support cover. Minimize my exposure, so to speak. And I'll slow it down a bit. We are in the base. And see what I mean? This very limited range. The Dallas is there. And I've been spotted. So in that case, I don't want to be detected at all. I'm already being fired upon. Like, already completely being...
Problem solved, sir.
I haven't even fired a shot. And this is where it really annoys me that people... I'm gonna play to as much advantage as I can and just see if I can maybe get lucky here. Wait until he's well committed. Problem is I can't stay here because I'm literally getting torn up.
Engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
Everybody and their sister is firing at me, and it's becoming
Smoke generator activated.
it's a nuisance. The Dallas is a nuisance.
Smoke screen
I'm
set.
literally holding on by the skin of my teeth. 81 hit points. 5 guns hit. No torpedoes even able to being launched. I'm basically points on the board here, and I am not in any way, shape, or form able to provide any kind of support short of being paperweights here. It's not even like the Jervis has a fantastic range. It is 8-kilometer range. I think I just made a dismal error in playing like I own the map.
Reporting the target position.
Smoke screen set.
I'm gonna get inside the smoke. See if I can get lucky here.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Hail Mary shot if I ever heard one. She ain't moving. And I don't have enough patience. I am simply dodging myself away from the competition. I'm gonna launch some cheap shots. a Hail Mary shot if ever I saw one. They won't hit at all. 11 main gun hits. Nothing to write home about. And that's the Jervis for you. It's a difficult ship to play. It's kind of that mid-tier ship that is just a grinding nuisance. And the reason why I say that is because I've only heard marvels at the Lightning. Let's look at the Jervis setup and the science behind the Jervis. It's really just an improved Acosta. Very little difference in terms of ship structure. I'm sorry, it's an improved Icarus, really. Icarus is fun to play, but when you start taking the Jervis into battle, it's kind of a headache. You're getting really perfected destroyers of this class, and the British lack in that. I don't know why it's not showing up. The Lightning, let's see what it has. It only has huge ass guns. Guns that can really arc far. Still limited range of torpedoes, but the hot knife is the incredible launcher of their guns. The spread. Nothing spectacular. While the Icarus, I'm sorry, the Jervis, which still is not showing up at all. Oh, it's saying it's in battle still. Oh, let's look at the Icarus. Not the same ship by any means. It's but the torpedoes were never really improved. The guns were improved slightly. And other than that, it's really not a lovely ship to play in. Let's see, how are we doing on the Bureau trials? Grinding at the North Cape. Okay, you got time for one more match here. I'll play as a Fuso, try to get some points on the board. Fuso's got a really soft citadel, but a really strong deck and mezzanine tier. And we're gonna see. Probably will use high explosives. While we're waiting for this to load, I will say that I haven't really grinded out the Fuso for the Nagato because they kind of broke this ship class with the addition of the premium ship level 5, the Mutsu, which was a sister ship of the Nagato. And they apparently expect us to be stupid and grind out for the same class as a level 5 premium, which I already have. So I have no desire to work on this ship tier. Mutsu is a Nagato class battleship. Slow reload, slow traverse speed. It's got moderately decent torpedoes. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna stay on high explosives. Got a handful of Fusos. It's gonna be one of those things of how the ships approach me. The Fuso does feel like it has a plethora of guns, because it really does. 6 double mounted turrets. It's pretty spectacular. More so than you would really see on a battleship. You know, the tonnage on this must have been incredible. Okay, there's a fuso. I'm gonna just be bold here and turn full broadside. And then I'm gonna load up armor piercing, because I don't foresee myself doing anything in high explosive. Unfortunately, I do have to expose my broadside to get over here. It's a necessary evil. Did some damage, piddling damage, but they also did damage to me. I know this fuso's coming for me. Seems like I'm gonna use my health pack, get some health back up. This will be the last broadcast of the evening. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see how we do here. I'm gonna sneak around the bend here, and I should turn my ship. This would be the perfect angle, but I highly doubt I'll get anybody so naive as to come around there with a full broadside exposed to these 356mm guns. I could be wrong. There's a battleship out there, but he's all the way over there. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. There's one hiding there. And, I don't know where he's going. Seems like he's backing up, but it seems like they're doing a battle formation, and that makes sense because there's the two fusos in the division there. I'm gonna try to get all technical with me. Now what they don't see is me coming. I'm completely obscured, until now. For the kamikaze. I'm not gonna waste my guns on this thing. Hopefully the T-61 takes care of it. I think he does. And here's where I have to turn to angle my ship respectively against this fuso. I don't know how he's facing. It looks like he's facing towards the channel that I was coming with it was broadsides facing there. He doesn't see me yet, which is going to be a great advantage. I'm going to switch to high explosive now. And I just completely devastate him with this thing. Sadly, I also have weak horizontal armor, and I'm going to pay for it, but the idea is that that's the best shot he's gonna get on me, because I am not exposing my broadside like that. Now he can use high explosives, but so can I. And if he's gonna stay broadside like that, I might as well take advantage of it, switching back to armor piercing and keep him guessing. I'm gonna heal up. Okay, he's down. 14 main gun hits. And then he thinks of that destroyer that launches torpedoes. That fuso's hurting too. A little concerning is that nobody has captured A, and it's been a free-for-all to capture A. But we are leading on the board by points and by ships. This looks like a victory. Even still, I would advised to be vigilant and capture A as an insurance policy and as a destroyer to not waste time when you're right by sea. So we're gonna try to signal for him to... I'm sorry, capture A. My bad. Capture A. This is gonna be a pretty lackluster rest of the battle, I believe. I don't foresee any accomplishments happening from here on out for me, gun-wise. I played it the safe route, and it allowed me to not be the first sunk. Fuso's out of reach. He's retreating, it looks like. On a good day, I could try to meet him, but not that speed. And there's one destroyer left. So that's pretty much it. Not a bad way to finish up. Nothing too exciting for the last match of the evening. I'm gonna turn my ship around. Thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe. And until next time, stay safe out there as I finish up this match. Been a pleasure.